Hello my Leviathans, and welcome to an episode of Genshin Impact here on my channel. And we're going to start watching some Genshin videos on their YouTube site and seeing what I think of what's coming up in the game or what's out in the game. I haven't caught up with everything, so I don't know who this character is, but I'm pretty sure this is a video about a character, and we'll check it out. I'll put a link to the video in the description below if you want to check out the video yourself. Oh, yo, guys.
If you need someone to help you with underwater work, you'll surely hear mentions of Freminet.
Makes sense.
Though he's one of Fontaine's best divers,
the new area,
he rarely shows his face. Those familiar with him would say that's because he spends most of his time beneath the waves. This makes for quite an awkward situation. You see, any diver talented enough to swim down and find him for a job might as well do the job themselves.
Now, I just showed him underwater. Does that mean he doesn't get to wear that helmet thing that they showed? I think that was a different guy that they showed. But he doesn't get a helmet or anything for being underwater? That'd be cool. That'd be cool if, like, just a little animation of, like, a helmet for underwater. That'd be cool.
At your command.
Got a sword, another sword.
Though Freminet lacks confidence, he's actually more adept at completing missions than he gives himself credit for. As long as Pear is by his side, Freminet will wield his sword to protect his home, no matter how powerful the enemies may be. Even before gaining his vision, to Freminet, diving had become a part of his everyday life. When Freminet is in the party, he will reduce the consumption rate of party members' aquatic stamina, making it easier to explore underwater.
That's pretty cool. That's very useful for the new area, I guess, since there's a lot of underwater exploration that you have to do in the new area. I haven't gotten to the area yet, so like hopefully I'll get him, at least a copy of him before I get to the new area, just to be able to make it so that I can explore it easier. I did notice that he looks very feminine and like, you know, a trap or something. Like, I don't find him attractive, but like he might be a trap for some people because he looks very feminine.
Freminet's normal attack can combo up to 4 strikes, dealing physical damage. His charged attack consumes stamina over time to perform continuous swirling attacks, finishing with an...
So he's got another one of those regular just spinning swirling attack things, sword things, like you know, my favorite maid.
Especially powerful slash. Using his elemental skill, Freminet performs an upward thrust that deals cryo damage and enters Pair Timer for a period. While Pair Timer is active, Freminet's normal attacks will cause the timer to increase the pressure level and release waves of frost that deal cryo damage.
So the longer they're in that state, they take more damage, is what I'm guessing. They take more frost damage over time in that state, and they float in the air and just float there.
Damage from these waves will be considered elemental skill damage. In addition, while under the Pair Timer, Freminet's elemental skill will...
Oh, okay, so the enemy doesn't float there. Okay, it just makes a penguin pop up in the air that tells you about how long the timer is going. Okay. Okay, I was wondering why there was a penguin. I was like, what's going on?
Will turn into Shattering Pressure. Shattering Pressure will execute different attacks based on Pair Timer's pressure level, and then cancel the timer. At level 0, Shattering Pressure will unleash a vertical cut that deals cryo damage. From levels 1 to 3, Shattering Pressure will unleash a vertical cut alongside Pair to deal cryo and physical damage. The damage dealt will scale based on pressure level. At level 4, Freminet will borrow the power of a fully pressurized Pair to deal physical damage. At this time, Freminet's normal attacks will also be replaced by Shattering Pressure. at specific...
Okay, so you pretty much just want to get to the 4th one so that you can then pump up shattering, constantly keep pumping up shattering pressure. But I don't know. I don't really like. I don't know. I don't like characters like that so much because of the fact that, like, if I'm in the middle of combat and it's pressure in combat, you know, I make having to hit things at specific times and stuff. Like, not everybody's great with that. Like, I can do it, but like, not everybody's great with that. And to make a character like that, that you're trying to make everybody want to get, some people might just get it just because, you know, they want that character. But like, a lot of people are just gonna be like, I'll pass. I'll get a character where I don't have to like think about how I'm gonna be attacking or what I'm gonna be doing. You know what I mean?
Intervals. After performing the upward thrust, a Spirit Breath Thorn upward thrust will also be created, dealing Pneuma-aligned cryo damage.
Commencing cleanup!
With his elemental burst, Freminet unleashes a wave of cold that deals AoE cryo damage, resets the cooldown of his elemental skill, and causes him to enter the subnautical hunter mode for a period of time. In this mode, Freminet's interruption resistance will increase, his elemental skill cooldown is decreased, and the damage of its normal attack frost waves is increased.
That's pretty cool, but like, he has a helmet here. Why can't you just have him have a helmet when he's underwater so that, you know, it makes more sense that he can stay underwater for longer because he's got the helmet on that allows him to breathe better. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not a big deal whether or not he has a helmet or not. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get the character. So, but it'd be cooler if he did. I bet you more people would want him just because of the fact that he puts a helmet on when he's underwater.
In addition, while Pair Timer is also active, Freminet's normal attacks will give Pair 1 additional pressure stack.
Okay,
These
cool.
effects will be cancelled when Freminet leaves the field. After unlocking the talent Saturation Deep Dive, if Pair Timer has less than 4 levels of pressure, when Pressurized Flow Shattering Pressure is used, the cooldown of Pressurized Flow will be decreased. Freminet's efficiency at completing missions has gradually increased ever since he incorporated his...
So that would be like a way for them to be like, oh, you accidentally pushed the button to do it before you hit 4 stacks. We'll make it so that you can get to trying to get that 4 stacks again quicker because we feel bad for you. That's what that is.
Knowledge of machinery into combat. After unlocking the talent Parallel Condensers and triggering Shatter on an opponent, the damage of Pressurized Flow Shattering Pressure will be increased for a period of time.
Alright.
To Freminet, fighting in battle is not so different from operating Clockwork Mecha. In both cases, knowledge of general principles and communication of orders are crucial to resolving difficult problems. In battle, Freminet can easily adapt his combat style to the needs of the situation. With Pair by his side, Freminet can use his elemental skill to unleash shattering pressure on his opponents, dealing damage based on the pressure level of the Pair time.
1 second.
When energy is full, Freminet can enter subnautical...
Where'd my cursor go? I just want to see something real quick. Alright. I just want to see something.
In battle, Freminet can easily adapt his combat style to the needs of the situation. With Pair by his side, Freminet can use his elemental skill to unleash shattering pressure on his opponents.
So even when you switch to someone else, when you go back to him, he'll still be at the level of the pressure mode thing that he was at before you switched. Hopefully, is that what that means? Because that'll make him a little bit better. Because with the way it looked so far, I was wondering if you switch to a different character, does the pressure level go down so that when you go back to him, so that if you want to use him to his optimum ability, you have to just use him. You can't be switching to other people, because I know that this game is, a lot of the combat is based on switching between characters to put their elements together to make the attack stronger. So if you have a character who doesn't want to be switched to something else, that's actually a pretty big downfall.
Dealing damage based on the pressure level of the pair timer. When energy is full, Freminet can enter subnautical hunter mode, reducing the cooldown of his elemental skill and increasing the pressure accumulation rate of the pair timer. This will boost his damage output and allow him to finish his mission in a reliable manner. As long as you can still think for yourself, you'll realize that obeying orders is no easy task.
What's that to do with that?
Freminet likely knows this as well, or he wouldn't have tried to seal away his emotions, performing his tasks like a clockwork mecha and diving into the deep sea to empty his mind. Even so, Freminet is no mindless machine, and the people and things around him will continue to pull him back out of the sea. Perhaps one day, he will finally realize that orders are not delicious dishes presented to him on a silver platter, but rather frozen walls that are obstructing him from completing his final metamorphosis.
Maybe one day he can be a real boy. But that looks like that's it for that video. So that's, I mean, he could be a good character. If you want him to use, pretty much if you get him, he'd have to be like your main damage dealer, I feel like, though, because the fact that he's based off of having him out and dealing the damage to build up his pressure meter, and then going into his bigger damage mode to deal a bunch of damage, and then building him up again to go into his pressure mode. So he has to be out for longer in the battle, so I feel like he'd be like your main damage dealer. So for me, he's not an important thing for me to grab, other than wanting to grab a copy of him so I can get all, you know, his voice lines and stuff like that. Because I got Yoimiya, and Yoimiya kills everything in like 4 seconds, so for me. So except for like sorry about that. Except for like fire bosses, you know. But so that'll be it for this video. If you like the character, let me know down in the comments. What do you think of this character? Are you gonna pull for him? Are you not gonna pull for that character? Let me know down in the comments down below what you think of this character, what you think could have made this character better, or what you think is the coolest thing about this character, or whatever you want to let me know about the character. And don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you latest.
Alright everyone, you've reached the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. By the way, you can click the videos above to see more of my content if you would love to. And if you click right over here, you will be able to subscribe to my channel without having to go down and click the subscribe button. Or you can just go down and click the subscribe button as well.